Hello, guys, and welcome to a very, very hard episode
Interesting,
to do.
interesting episode today.
Welcome back.
This is
It's been a
episode
long
14.
time coming for this,
It has been.
but I'm a man of my word. I'm gonna get it done. I said I wouldn't challenge you to anything. There would be no consequences thought of until this chip was done first. So I'll give myself that. I'm gonna bang you a little bit here to start, everyone. No, Reese has been a little harsh on you guys. I haven't been calling you out, so I don't know. Reese has been a little harsh on you guys. Listen, sure, hit the follow button. You know, yeah, he's been a little bit harsh. He's bringing statistics and everything. Personally, me, thank you guys for all the support so far. We have been getting a lot more comments recently. We really do appreciate it. A couple of my guys that I had coached last year, I just want to give them a quick shout out specifically. Zach Moore and Noah LeBoy coached those kids last year, and they're big fans of the pod, and they've been commenting. They said it's the highlight of their week, and they said it's peaks. I mean, that's the first real good
You know what?
in-person
I want
compliment.
to give him. I want to give him a huge thank you. I've been getting some similar comments from teammates of mine. Family members, friends. It's. I do want to thank you guys for everything. I mean, we do this for the fun of it. So it's not really about the views for us. As much as fun as it is to look at the numbers and say, "Oh yeah,
Yeah.
we got X amount of views this pod," and we want to grow and keep spreading this podcast around. But we, at the end of the day, thank you guys for watching, and it is awesome to see you guys interacting with the posts and waiting and being excited about the next episodes. And so, with that being said, we are gonna give a couple more seconds here for like and subscribes because we do love them, and it shows that you appreciate what we do.
Wait, I'm so sorry to cut you off. This thing has gloves in it.
Wow. We are in for a treat here. Stick around for right before the draft. Right after I keep 3, cut 5, and before our draft, Danny will be eating this chip. I'm excited to watch this.
Okay, so I got good news. I do got good news. I got the glove. Great news. We'll get into the warning label after. This is the size of the chip.
It's a solid
Listen,
chip. That's a solid
I
Dorito.
was thinking it was. I was thinking it was more of a Dorito, like a bigger Dorito size. So I do need a glove for this. Go ahead and get into a little bit of the details here. So we got dried habanero chili, dried Carolina Reaper chili, and dried scorpion chili. Man, this this is not good. I handle spice well, but this is a whole nother level of spice. Now, it does say eat at your own risk, for sure.
Risk is certain. That's definitely what this is.
Yeah, the risk was known going into the Wii Sports. Okay, yeah, and I honestly I don't hate a part two, maybe different games at some point.
Yeah, I like that.
That we could have a Wii Sports, that could be a yearly thing.
Could be. I like that. Like around the Christmassy time.
Yeah, it could be for the for something. It'll be something different each time.
Yeah, right.
It says keep out of reach of children. All right, what to expect? The chip has been purely created for the sheer pain or sheer pleasure of intense heat and pain. What to expect? Mouth on fire,
Oh boy.
runny nose, watering eyes, and a lot of words. It
Boy.
says rules for the challenge. Step 1: prepare some milk or soft drink. I'm gonna have some milk. I'll step away to get that for a minute. Wear the glove provided and eat the chip. Share your video with Red Hot Reaper. So I will.
We'll
we will
tag.
them. Yeah. After touching the chip, wash your hands with soap and avoid touching your eyes. On the other side. Okay, so after I eat, after we do the draft.
Does that thing go through the glove?
No, but it's probably best for just. I mean,
Okay.
I'm gonna do what this thing tells me.
Yeah. I think that's a good call.
Warning, if you didn't film it and share it on social media, it didn't happen, so thank you. We get to do it on the podcast. We debated. This was just going to be a video, but I figured, this could really help boost some views, and we really got it. I mean, we're putting our body on the line. We really are.
We are putting the body on the line, and I mean, what else can you ask for from the group of guys right here?
Reese, at one point, I'm going to challenge you for this chip again. I'm not sure when that's going to be, but at some point, I will challenge you for this chip again. And I would eat a second one before you ate one, but I really want you to eat this one time.
Well, now that we're on the topic of challenging, I have a little mini wager idea here for you right now.
Listening.
So, as you know, I'm a Michigan fan. You're a Michigan State fan, and they play this Friday. Right, they're playing on Friday night. It's the first of the two matchups in the Brez. I'm thinking we keep it, a little. It's still early in the season, so not super intense. The loser, if Michigan loses, I have to wear Michigan State gear in the next podcast, and if Michigan wins, you have to wear Michigan gear in the next podcast.
I think I can make that happen. Do you have the Michigan State?
I can make it work.
Okay, for sure, yeah. Attempt only one challenge per person per day. So, I mean, that's it.
Oh boy.
I think I here's my thoughts right now, because this chip is sealed, right? That's never good. This is done. This chip is small, and I think that's like making me like a little bit happy. But there's no way. This is going to be bad, man. I'm going to need that milk. So I've read that peanut butter will help and that yogurt will help.
Yogurt, right? Yeah.
Yep. So I'm going to get the yogurt. I'm going to have all three, best believe. Best believe I'm going to have all of those.
You know what I should have done for the Keep 3 Cut 5?
What's that?
I should have done
Chip flavors. You're something.
Just to get you in the mood.
Oh man, I dropped my water. Oh well.
For what it's worth, we did not do that topic.
Yes, we did not. Okay, getting into things here. I did call you out a little bit last week about your defensive coordinator skills, and I want to say, like, what a step up. What a step up.
We made some adjustments.
There was definitely we had some free agent acquisitions this week. Right now, so it was a close battle this week. But today we just blew them out of the water, man.
We came to play on Sunday.
Yeah, we do. We come to play on Sunday.
21.7 points today.
Yeah, big time day. So gonna get us back in the win column. Hey, I held you accountable, so I'm gonna give myself some props. Okay, I'm gonna give you your props. You're gonna get your flowers, but I will say that I had to hold you accountable.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's totally understandable.
I
wasn't getting done,
and
we got
you know what?
This week.
Our offense is about the same, but we need to. It's been the same week in, week out. We need to make that rise up. We need that next level. We're a good team. I want to be a great team. Mm-hmm. So that's gonna be a big win out of us. Get us back in the win column. Like you said, jumping into this week is we have some really good sports on this week.
A lot of Red Wings.
I can smell that chip.
How far away is it?
Not even an arm's length, but it smells hot.
You're in for a treat. Oh, you're in for a treat.
But we'll get into the Michigan and Michigan State's week of basketball here. We have Michigan, who has a tough week of hoops.
Very tough week, and I'm excited to watch both of these games. They're going to be, I think, this first game against Nebraska on Tuesday is really going to set the tone for the week. Michigan State played them. They lost to them, right?
Yep.
Only
Big Ten loss right
on
now.
the road, right?
On the road, yep.
On the road. You got to take that into consideration as well. But I do think if Michigan can come out with a decent win here, not necessarily, I'm not going to say a blowout because I don't really know how to describe it exactly, but just a convincing win where it's like, it could be a close game, but they're kind of in control of the whole game, right?
Yeah.
And I think that if they can get a win like that, that'll give them a big boost heading into the Brez.
Yes, I'm thinking the same thing. I think if they can win by 10 to 15 range, I'm thinking anything more than 12, where they kind of control it and it's not just all last second. I can believe in them for Friday, but if not, because this is a home game against Nebraska, and Michigan home games don't really have that much of a factor.
No, there's not really a stadium pulse going on in Chrysler.
So that's what is what I'm thinking. But I still, no matter what, am thinking Michigan State wins on Friday. After what I saw, what Michigan did against Ohio State wasn't very convincing at home. And then after what MSU just did to Maryland, held them under 50. Offense looked great. Fears is unstoppable right now. Carson Cooper's hitting threes. So there's a lot of good things going on in East Lansing. We travel to New York, I believe, play Rutgers. Always a trap game. It's kind of it's going to be a low scoring. Our offense isn't going to roll, but our defense is going to be there all night. It's going to be one of those games. It's going to be neck and neck. It seems like it always is.
Type of game.
Yeah, I mean it's the same thing. Yeah, and some new rankings came out, which Purdue going down. Michigan State has got to rise up come tomorrow. You got to assume that they're top. What are they right now? They're 10.
I didn't.
There's a few losses in front of them. I believe they got to be top 7 now. No, I don't think there's a world where they're not. And like if you're going off best teams, I get like the winning. Like you're not going to drop if you're winning, but Michigan State's ranked first in D right now. They're 4th ranked offense. They're first in transition first in transition offense, 4th in transition defense. So they're 1st and 4th in both of those categories. I
like the floor for sure.
Yes, yeah, and I'm not sure where Michigan was at on that list. I didn't see them in the top 5 defensively. They're 2nd defensively.
Overall,
very good.
For 2nd.
Yeah. What are your hopes, or what do you think Michigan has to do to win Friday?
They need to be able to maintain the pick and roll. That's the main thing. They just have to be able to slow Michigan State down. If they can slow Michigan State down and not let them run up and down the court, I think they have a better chance of winning.
Yes, I think if they can't stop the transition defense or transition offense, there's no chance they win this game. The pick and roll, it's big because Michigan State's so good at that. They have the pick and pop with Kohler, so it's going to be a lot of Kohler work. But then you got to box out Coop too, and Coop's not like the best player in the world, but he's a hard worker, and I mean he does get in there and he gets dirty for rebounds. I think it's going to be the game of the year.
It very well
excited, very excited. If there's not a third game,
I'd be shocked.
Yeah.
I'd be shocked.
I'd be shocked too, but I'm saying that's the only chance that there could be a better game.
Yeah, I do think that. I mean, is it crazy to say that they could play each other 4 times this year?
It's not at all, not at all. Sticking on the topic of men's basketball here, Dan Hurley, coach of UConn, said he will leave the NCAA soon if the portal and who can play is not fixed. I want to hear your thoughts on that. Because honestly.
I mean, good for him. I mean,
we know there's some coaches. Right? It is, and we know there's some coaches out there who will stick up, like Izzo, Calipari has, those guys that have been around the game for so long. Bettino, standing up for what they believe in. I mean, good for them. Calipari's on his way out, and so is Izzo. I mean, Izzo's closer, but I don't think that's something crazy.
No, I don't either. And now, if coaches are going to take those types of players and use that to their advantage, I'm not going to blame them for that because they are there. But that being said, I'm going to respect the coaches a little bit more for the ones that aren't going to go after the players that were in the NBA last year.
Yeah, absolutely, 100%. And we haven't seen it yet, but if a coach is to come out and say, well, maybe that coach just needs to adjust to the new standard of college basketball. That's not what college basketball is. This isn't a semi-pro. This isn't a level below. Like
NCAA. It's not NBA.
a level below is G League, and like that's always been like that in my eyes. Like a G League team is beating a college basketball team.
It's not professional.
Yes, it's collegiate sports. Exactly. So it bothers me that the Baylor as guys, and I hope the worst for them. I'm not going to blame them for taking advantage of it, right? The same thing with Kurt Signetti, which I don't even compare these two things. He's getting old guys for sure, but they're not guys that were drafted and played an NFL snap, because that doesn't happen in college football. That can't happen. But I think it's in a bad spot right now, and I'm not going to blame the coaches that do it, but I'm not going to hope that I'm going to hope the worst.
I'm not going to root for them. I'm going to root against them for sure.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I want to hear. Last night we had one hell of a card, man. Starting off with Gene Silva's win, that was an impressive fight. It was a dog fight. It really was. Great fight. I mean, both guys. I mean, they both got knocked down a few times. At first, I thought Allen had him at first, and then Gene Silva just started pulling away, and then he landed.
He started to take control.
Yeah, but the thing with Allen might have had more
significant strikes.
No. Silva did. I was saying Silva had the more significant strikes. His were louder, but Allen, he had the he had more at the time, but late in the second, third, it was a great fight, and it was a great way to start the main card. Sugar Sean getting back in the win column, that was great. That was good
to see. First time since 2024, I believe.
Yeah, I think it's been a long. It's good for him.
He lost his last two in a row to Merab.
Yeah, correct. And it was a good fight. It was a tactical fight.
Yeah, it was. It looked like he was kind of getting dominated a little bit in the first round.
Yeah,
and then he kind of started to figure out what Song was doing, and then was able to really kind of dominate that last round and a half.
Yeah, I agree, and he did a great. It was a great fight. Not as good as the main event, but I want to hear your thoughts, because there was a little speculation that Derek Lewis took a fall against Waldo Cortez.
I actually didn't get to see that part.
Oh no!
I had to go for that time being, so I wasn't able to see that fight.
You'll have to look at the clip, but it looks slippery. I mean, it like he slipped. There's a couple speculation on Twitter, but I don't think he would do that. I mean, he's one of the greats. But he did get knocked out pretty hard. And then possibly what could be the fight of the year.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, really good fight.
I mean, I know I'm not an expert about UFC and moves and all that kind of stuff, but I know what entertainment is, and that was entertainment.
Yeah. I mean,
they were going 100% balls to the wall the entire time from
my goodness.
The start to the finish, and that was one of the more entertaining fights that I've watched.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen a good amount of fights. I've watched a good amount. That one was nuts. It was really good. Some massive strikes Paddy took. So the cup shot, a little controversial. I thought it was a little higher than the general area, and that's when Paddy was kind of getting a little bit of momentum. He was bleeding a little bit at the time from his right eye, but he started to get momentum, and he started to look like he was winning. Justin's right hand, he kept grabbing at it. I think I don't know if he broke it or not, but he kept grabbing at it.
It was broken.
He was not throwing rights. He hadn't kicked until that moment, and then he started taking body shots, leg shots, and started kicking Paddy a little bit more. I don't know if that was his game plan, but he did start to do that more after that time. But after that cup shot, man, then Justin just kind of took over 3 and 4, and then Paddy won round 5. but at that point it was too
He
late.
needed a knockout at that point.
Yeah, and his corner kept screaming at him just to take him down, try to wrestle him. I
Yeah,
don't.
I know he's got like more wrestling background, so I was
Yes,
surprised to not see him take that to the ground more. I think there was maybe only one or two takedowns in the entire.
he did not try to take down early, but Justin kept on closing in on him. He couldn't stay in the when they were in the middle of the octagon. Patty looked better for 60% of it. Not a ton more, but he did look better. But when they were closer to the cage, Justin just took over. He would close in on him, and then moves. I know Patty would kind of, kick, take body shots, and back away, try to get back to middle and just box him. But it really wasn't working. I think earlier in the fight he should have absolutely 100% tried to take him down, especially with the wrestling background. But I honestly in the fifth round I didn't think that anymore. I think he needed the knockout.
Yeah, no. Once it got to the fifth round, he needed to just swing with everything he had.
Yeah, I mean, or if he was going to do it, it needed to be early. But he was gassed. It was round 5.
Yeah.
I mean,
Round 5 after taking blow after blow.
yeah. I mean, Patty's a great fighter. He's gonna bounce back. Still relatively young, 32 years old. Justin, but good for Justin. Still showing he still got it at 38. Yeah, really, truly, one of the great fights I've ever watched. Looking forward, I mean, Paramount Plus had to have got paid from that. I'm love that it's on that now.
Yeah,
Week in, week out, can watch fights. Yeah, like that one, I did want to watch the prelims. There were some good prelims. Not every time I'm not a full-time UFC guy where I'm committed to watching every fight, but I'm gonna probably watch main card every week now.
Right. Not having to pay for it for
Yeah,
$100 a fight.
yeah, absolutely. Got a couple hard-hitting questions here for you as we kind of get into the sports world. It just, as a fan, what is your most gut-wrenching loss? Any sport, any team.
Man, it's really hard. I have to say it. It's the NFC Championship game in 23-24. They were up 21-3 or 21-6 at halftime. Like they had a massive lead at halftime and then just they were 2 quarters away from the Super Bowl and then blew it. So it's definitely that.
That was a bad half of football.
Yeah. Especially because the first half it was like this team cannot be beat. They're a team of destiny, and then just looked horrible.
Yeah, it's tough. That was a tough one for me. It's between two. I'm gonna put this one out there just because it was such a good game. It's the honorable mention, but it was this year's ALDS Game 5.
That one came to my mind as well. That's probably up there just because of the longevity of the game.
Yeah, but and that's the only reason it's up there. If it was a 9-inning game, it wouldn't have been up there. But the only reason I can't put it above the Michigan State loss in 2018 to Texas Tech, they had already, which Texas Tech had an insane game, and they had to. Mm-hmm. They were not better than Michigan State by any means. They were that day. They were that time period. But that after winning in the Elite Eight against Duke that year, it like you said about the Lions, it felt like this was it. It was time for Izzo's second. Yeah. Tough loss. I mean, had a chance to take the lead with like a minute 20 left. Matt McQuaid pretty wide open in the corner, missing it. Texas Tech goes down, and we forced 28 seconds of great defense, and they chuck up crazy.
That was
three.
Villanova Texas Tech game, right?
Virginia Texas Tech.
Because
that's the year that. Yeah, because Virginia had lost to the 16 seed the season before. And then came back, beat Texas Tech to win it, which did make me feel good. Kind of in the same category, What is your go-to move after a loss like that, like a gut-wrenching loss?
Probably throw something first.
Yeah, yeah,
This goes for both games that I've played in and games that I've watched.
yeah.
Um,
I should specify as fans, but yeah, I could say the same thing with
yeah.
playing. But
I
when I
I
was
usually
playing,
just want to complain about everything for the next 10 minutes, and then I'll just be sad, and then I
yeah,
just sit there in sadness.
yeah. So for me, usually I'm pretty known for having a ball in my hand, some sort ball. Usually, I have a football in the hand. I trust the football. I have a lucky football. It's got me a lot of wins. So I will say I sit there. I kind of throw that, and then I'd say the one go-to move is just I sit there and I stare and I watch the other team celebrate, and it's so hard to watch.
I do that as
Not
well.
like a Stefan Diggs type thing, like where I'm like, oh, this is motivation for next year. Like
It's just
it's
sadness.
just sad. I'm like watching it crumble, and I could feel that one the most with that Tigers loss this year. I mean, I sat there for 10 extra minutes.
I didn't move from my room for a long time.
Honestly, for the entire game, I was standing, and the about the 12th inning, or maybe it was 13th inning, we had a chance. We had the Burners in scoring position, and obviously we didn't score because why would we do that?
No, that'd be
Um,
stupid.
that moment was the only time I stood up since probably the ninth inning. I sat back down. I didn't move for that spot. Tough loss. Now I got two more hard hitting fan questions for you. What is uh, the best win you've ever felt?
The first one that comes to my mind, the first couple are the win against LA in the playoffs, just because it was the first playoff win. Um, the game, I can't remember which year it was, but when Max Scherzer came in out of the pen of the ALCS, I believe it was game 4 or 5, 2013 maybe. I want to say, I think it was 2013. That game is up there for sure.
What would your official be?
I'll probably have to go with the Rams playoff win.
Yeah, that's a good one. And honestly, I'm thinking the Duke win, because I never felt so high after that one.
Yeah,
And I think that's what I'm gonna go to. Is that win? Although another one I would like to put in there, probably second. It's just insane way to win was the trouble with the snap. I mean,
yeah,
it's just such
yeah,
it's one of those moments that is iconic for all of college sports, and it's not just the Michigan State rival.
yeah. I'm actually going to change my answer. First, I'm going to give an honorable mention to the Michigan National Championship because that was awesome. But the second one I'm going to go with is 2021 versus Ohio State. I'm gonna put that one as my number one. That was the best I've ever felt after a football game. After losing to Ohio State for 10 straight years, for practically my entire life. I don't remember at that point in my life. I don't remember a win of Michigan beating Ohio State. So that was just a constant euphoria for hours.
I think we'll
Days.
get a great game next year.
Yeah, I think it'll be a much better game next year.
Last one here. It's a question, but it's more of a opinion based. QBs and running. So the quarterbacks, right? Obviously, every year the quarterback gets their lineman a gift.
Mm-hmm.
What's your thought on the running back not doing that?
I never thought
Why is
about
that not? Why they're just as important. I
Yeah.
don't think as wide receivers is as important, but as a running back, it's more because they're going right to that hole.
Yeah.
I honestly think it should be a split.
Yeah. I almost think that the quarterback should split with the running back for their offensive lineman, and then the other half of that from the quarterback that wouldn't go to the offensive lineman should go to the receivers.
You say the receivers should get?
No, the receivers should get some from the quarterback, other than just the offensive line.
I don't love because I don't think tackles are paid as much as they should be.
That's probably why the running back doesn't really give a
but I wouldn't.
gift.
I wouldn't mind them pitching in, and you never hear anything about that. And that's just something I
the only one
kind
that
of think
hear about
sitting on the couch.
McCaffrey.
Because Christian McCaffrey's on a different tax bracket.
Right. It was when Brock Purdy was still in his rookie deal when he was making $150 an hour.
I do want to. We were talking college basketball earlier. I forgot to mention this before we go on to. I have some food takes. I want to hear your thoughts on my hot takes. College basketball, right? And I just found this out the other day, and I'm a fanatic about college basketball. I love it. And I knew the challenge system is new this year, which I didn't know. I knew that was here. But if you challenge something and you get it right, you only get one more challenge after that. You don't regain that challenge back and keep regain. Like if you challenge 5 calls, like an NBA game, you just keep getting them. You just keep getting them. That's not how it works. So if you get the first one wrong, you don't have any more, and you lose the timeout. I don't either. That's got to go.
Why are we punishing them for, or why are we only letting them try and get two calls right?
It's just something I don't understand, man. The NCAA has got a lot to figure out right now. Okay.
Before we get into the food takes, I got a couple more sport things that I wanted to throw out there, and the first one is, I think that Miggy needs his statue in Comerica Park the second he's in the Hall of Fame.
I 100% believe we will have that there.
Like I want him in Comerica Park the next day, putting his number up and his statue up.
I believe if it takes longer than 2 years for this to get done, then there's a problem.
From the Hall of Fame or from now?
From building that statue. I'm saying if it takes more than 2 years after he's inducted to the Hall of Fame, there's a problem.
Yeah, I agree. Another thing about the Tigers, more so about Comerica Park. I don't know if you knew this or not, but Comerica Park will have to do a rebrand because Fifth Third bought out Comerica Bank.
Yep.
So what do you think the Comerica Park gets renamed to? Do you think it goes back to a Tiger Stadium? Do you think it goes to...
So I did see this. A lot of people want the Tiger Stadium back. I'm not opposed to it, but I think it's been Comerica Park for so long, and I wouldn't hate it, is what I'm saying. But I do think you can't really go to that. I think it's hard to go Tiger Stadium, Comerica Park, Tiger Stadium. If you want Tiger Stadium, it's fine. But especially with
we already had a Tiger Stadium, and we got away from Tiger Stadium.
Pal is right there.
Right.
But correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe the Mud Hens is Fifth Third Field.
It is, so I don't think we'll be able to call it Fifth Third Field.
Right. Yeah, there's a lot of thoughts I can go into that.
I am happy about, by the way. I hate bank names. Comerica Park's not bad, but mostly bank names are not great.
No, I don't like it. The only one I'm a little biased, but I do think the bank, being the Ravens, is cool.
That one's cool because if it's called the bank, it's better than Comerica.
Yeah, exactly. I'm a little worried what that could be. I don't want to have any of Illich's name in it, or I don't want any possible Little Caesars. I don't want anything like that in there. I don't want Little Caesars. I don't want Little Caesars Park or Field. Not at all. So it's definitely gonna be interesting. I'm excited to see what it's gonna be.
Last thing here for sports. This is more of an opinion, and I have a feeling that you'll agree. But obviously, Connor McDavid is, arguably top 2, top 3 player in the NHL. He could easily his point numbers so far in his career are insane, right? And he could go down as one of the greatest, but he'll never go down as an all-time great if he can't win a Stanley Cup.
See, I'm always going to be biased about this because I do not like McDavid at all. I think he's one of the biggest crybabies in the NHL. I think he's Sidney Crosby level crybaby. I think he's Brad Marchand level crybaby. I just like him a lot. And honestly, I would put him as the SGA of the NHL. But I agree. I think I'm going to agree with that. I don't think
he's way too talented, and
well,
as a straight hockey player, he's way too talented and way too good at hockey with way too good of a team.
Way too good of a team. And the Oilers fans will be first to blame it on Stuart Skinner. Stuart Skinner's doing a great job right now. So, yeah, I 100% agree. He's one of the greatest point scorers, but he's not one of the greatest to ever do it.
Right.
Sorry if you. I mean,
it could easily change. He could, end up winning 3 cups in his career. But until he at least gets his first one, he's just going to go down as a really good scorer.
Yeah, I 100% agree. Do not like him at all. People love him. I don't know why. I get he's one of the best to do it, but people hate on Judge all the time. So, I mean, and he's one of the greatest to ever do it. He's going to go down as one of the greatest to ever do it. I don't think he's a crybaby, though.
No, he's definitely not.
Gonna get into the food hot takes of the week. Okay. Not sure if I feel like we've talked about this, maybe with CJ, but one of my least favorite ice creams is the mint chocolate chip ice cream, and I think it's just a toothpaste flavored ice cream. Yes or no?
I agree. It's toothpaste plus chocolate, a hint of chocolate.
Okay. Good. We're 1 for 1 on this on the board today. And I mean this literally. This is the worst condiment out there. Mustard.
Agreed.
You can put that as the bottom. No. Not one is worse than it.
Not one that I can think of. Mustard is nasty.
You don't like mayo, correct?
Not a fan, no.
But you would take the mayo over the mustard.
I would take the mayo over the mustard. And I know that's going to be an unpopular opinion for most people.
We're starting off hot.
Mustard is terrible.
Mustard is gross, man. It really is. And honey mustard's phenomenal. What was that?
No, it's just...
Okay. What's that? What's that supposed to mean? All right, sure. When I think of top desserts, I think ice cream's the number 1.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Number 2.
It's really hard to say anything else could top ice cream because ice cream is more versatile than anything.
I think there's a big gap between 1 and 2, but I think there's an even bigger gap between 2 and 3.
Okay. What's your
I'm not going to give you the 3 because I don't have what the 3 is on my mind.
Mm-hmm.
I'd have to think more in depth about it, but the ice cream cake is the 2.
Ice cream cake is 2. Okay. I wasn't
You're getting the cake. You're getting the cake, but you're also getting the ice cream. Mm-hmm. You're getting the best of both worlds.
I'm not going to disagree with you, but I'm not going to necessarily say 100% agree with you either, just because I'm not thinking of every dessert in the top of my head right now. But there's definitely very few that I would even consider taking over an ice cream cake.
Yeah, and honestly, if you think about all these things, like ice cream on a brownie, ice cream on a cookie, everything is ice cream on apple pie. That's why ice cream's at the 1. That's why he's the GOAT. That's why he's the GOAT.
Cake. Ice cream cake.
Ice cream with cake. That's why he's the GOAT.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a very large gap from ice cream to the next dessert.
Pivoting to this one, you might not love, you might like. Cake is severely overrated by itself, and it is not anywhere near as good as a cupcake, and it's not close.
I agree with the first part. Do think cake is overrated. I don't I don't think cake's bad by any means. I
No,
don't
I
think
think it's
I
severely
don't
overrated.
I think it's a birthday merchant. Is what I
I
think.
and honestly, the people that have the weddings without the cake, I'm for your wedding. I'm pro your wedding.
Like I'd rather have ice cream for my birthday.
I
If birthdays didn't
yeah.
exist, like if birthday celebrations didn't exist, I don't think cake would ever be in the spotlight. And I do, and then cupcakes though, I do think cupcakes are better than cake because it's a perfect serving size cake. Um, I'm not gonna say far and above better because it is essentially the same thing, but I do think it's better.
They taste different.
Yes and
Thousand
no.
percent
I
taste
mean,
different.
I get what you're saying.
It's like saying every noodle tastes the same.
Right. Yeah. It
That
does. I get what, yes, 100%. Like a penne noodle tastes different than a spaghetti noodle.
yeah, 100%.
But
Okay.
it's a noodle, so it tastes the same.
Off the dome. What's your favorite noodle for spaghetti?
I'm a
Okay.
penne noodle guy. I love penne
Penne.
noodles.
I like an elbow a lot. I don't
Yeah.
really love the
Elbow's good.
spaghetti noodles.
I'm not a huge fan of the spaghetti. It's not bad by any means.
Do you okay, so do you like meat sauce or do you like meatballs?
We go to meat sauce more. I really do
yep.
enjoy the meatballs though.
Me too. Okay.
I'll fine with either one. If I'm
Okay.
going meatballs, I'll probably take the spaghetti noodles over the penne noodles. But meat sauce, it's penne noodles miles above the spaghetti noodles.
Yeah. Oh, I agree. I don't love the spaghetti noodle. It's just not great.
It's a solid noodle. It's
What-
just
So we're doing pretty good here. We're not having any controversy. So fancy desserts. Okay. You go to a fancy restaurant, they got some fancy dessert you never heard of. Those are not good desserts, and you only eat them to look cool. Your
I'm
thoughts on that?
I'm scared of having them. Like
Okay.
when it's got some weird name, but then I see on the bottom ice cream sundae, taking the ice cream sundae.
Okay, we're gonna be perfect this week on the foods.
Or a cheesecake. Or like I'll always go for a cheesecake at a fancy
I don't
restaurant.
even think cheesecake's fancy. There's
It's
a
not.
rest. I don't
Not.
think you could put that as fancy.
Okay.
Just because there's a factory, the Cheesecake Factory. I don't think you can put that at the there. So obviously, golf, man, missing it. We're in the deep part of the winter. So I want to hear your thoughts. Okay. Bob Does Sports now joins the Como. Okay. I definitely personally I want to what's in the bag with all of them because I want to know which ones they have because I've looked deep into the Tacomos before buying my
Yeah, I know
my
you were, seconds away from purchasing the Tacomas.
yeah. So honestly, if I could have purchased them sooner, I would have. I would have Tacomos right now. I 100% would. We know for sure that they have the lab putters, which I personally love. I think that's my favorite putter. If I could pick out any putter I want, I'd want the black lab. A little bit of a bigger fate.
The DF3 or whatever it's
I'm
called.
not exactly sure the names of them, but the
The one
big
with the circle on
the circle, yes.
that one.
But there's ones that have smaller faces. I want the bigger one that like Wesley Bryan has, like the bigger one. So, if you look at FPs, he has the same putter as Wesley, but Wesley's is bigger. That's
Yeah, okay. I actually hated the labs when they first came out. I thought they looked stupid. And then they kind of started getting more popular. I was like, they're actually not as bad as I think it was just because it was new and it was like different than any other putter I've seen. It
Yeah.
kind of caught me off guard more than anything. Kind of like the rope hats, how we talked about that.
yeah, the row pads. Yeah,
ago.
I can
It's
feel
like,
that absolutely.
It wasn't a fan of them at first, but then it kind of. I'm not necessarily saying that I would go get a lab because I prefer the blade putters.
So that would be my big difference, but I do think I have tested them. They are very balanced, man, and
Are they?
that is the yeah. I when we went to Carl's,
Okay.
absolutely, I loved the balance there.
Yeah. Okay.
Not spending that much on a putter, but I do love it. That is my dream putter.
Yeah.
But I would like to see a what's in the bag. do you think this was a good play for them leaving Callaway?
Yeah, I mean everyone is with Callaway.
Yeah,
Everyone is with Callaway, and now we have a Tacoma, who's a newer brand on the scene. They have Grant Horvat, what the Bryant Bros, and now Bob Does Sports. I mean, that's three.
and Phil Mickelson's got
And
a
Phil
little bit.
Mickelson.
He's
Yeah,
got
and
his
they
hands
have
in it.
it's massive deals from creators that
Yeah.
are expanding the game heavily with the younger audience, and they're really not that expensive of irons either. Like they're very well priced irons.
Yeah.
Um, yeah,
Now,
I think that was a good move for them.
I do too, and I think Callaway was great for them, and I think they can't. There's no hard feelings with Callaway. Maybe Callaway has it. They don't want to lose a brand that's going up, and Bob Does Sports. But I think that was like their gateway in getting these Callaway athletes onto their show, and that. I mean, great business play and business move. Hopefully, there's no hard feelings there. We love Callaway. I love Callaway, and I love.
You're a Callaway guy.
I do. I love Bob Does Sports, and they're with Tacoma, so I'm going to rock with them. No matter what. Interested to see what their ball play is now, what they use. We don't know. We
Right.
don't. Do they still have the Bob Does Sports golf ball from Callaway? Some pretty interesting things to think about there. I'd love to hear and see it. Another one that I'd like to get into, Grant Horvat. I'm not sure if we talked about this on the pod or not. Grant Horvat did tell Wesley on a podcast with Bob Does Sports, all of them creating together, because they were talking about the suspension, and then what's his face just came back, Koepka. Grant said, hot take, fully believes that Wesley Bryan could get more attraction to an event than Brooks Koepka can.
I think we mentioned that. If
Okay.
we didn't, we might not have mentioned it on the podcast, but
So what are your thoughts on that?
I mean, he's not wrong. I can't see how he is wrong. I mean, Wesley Bryant has, hundreds of thousands, if not a million followers or subscribers on YouTube, and those are hour-long videos, and he's getting views upon views with him and his brother
Yeah.
every single week or every time that they post, and he's playing really good golf. He's liked by a lot of people. I mean, I've never heard anyone say that they disliked Wesley Bryant.
I will say he is kind of he's kind of similar to Biz, but he keeps it more like low key with taking shots. It's like hidden shots. And I know Bob didn't like him at first, like completely hated him, and they're all great friends now. So I think Brooks would bring in more at first, like the welcome back ish. But I do think overall you have Wesley Bryan out there that's gonna bring the more for you. We'll kind of let's save some of this talk here for next week.
I got a hot take for you. It might
Yeah.
not be so hot, but I think the air fryer is the most versatile and the greatest invention in the kitchen.
I think that is phenomenal. I think that's a good take. The only one I think that could be better is the wing machine.
Oh boy, the wing machine.
The wing machine, and if
man.
since we're calling out people today,
The wing machine does not exist.
the wing
The
machine doesn't
is
exist.
Not a thing.
But since we have a follower that does believe there is such thing called a wing machine, you know who you are. We're not going to call out names unless you want to. But
go ahead and leave a comment if you want to.
if you want to put a hand up, and show some accountability, we know you're listening.
Yeah.
Put a hand up. If not, we'll expose you on the next episode. So you have your chance.
You have a week.
You have a week.
You have a week.
Yeah, and his reasoning was, we'll let him have his words too if he wants to say it in the comments. But his reasoning was, he thought that there was a thing that just cooks only chicken wings. I don't remember.
I don't really know what the reasoning was. It was whatever his reasoning was not good reasoning.
There was no common sense there for sure.
Definitely.
Okay, we're gonna get into some more golf talk here before we hop on over into our games of the week. Okay, let's see here. When we're on the golf course, love turn food. Love Snickers, love a hot dog, love whatever we get, right? And I start to get hungry on the golf course. I really do. Especially when it's not super hot out. You're not playing well, that might make you hungrier. You're playing well, that might make you hungry. No matter what, I'm thinking about food. What hole do you start thinking about turn food on?
It depends on the tee time. I'll say, because if it's a tee time that's before 10, before 9, I'm not really thinking about it until probably hole 7.
Okay.
But if it's a tee time, if it's a more midday tee time, I'm thinking about it usually pretty early, around like 3 or 4.
Okay.
If there's a cart girl out, might make it.
Yeah, unfortunately, at the home course, you don't get the dogs at the
right
course.
Right.
Not a lot of places do. Some do.
No. But it definitely changes. But I'd say usually a standard tee time probably around hole 5, like right around the midpoint. I'm just kind of thinking about like what do I want at the turn. Not necessarily saying I'm starving right now and need something.
Right. You start thinking about what you're going to order.
Right.
Okay. Next one here. Still on the topic of golf. Lost track here. All right. I asked you this question the other day, and I'm kind of calling you out, but I'm giving you a chance to explain your case here. You didn't really get to. I personally struggle the most with my 5-iron. I choose to pure a 5-iron over hitting a barrel in baseball. Are you still pro barrel?
I'm pro barrel. I'm just thinking
this is absolutely crazy.
Yes, it doesn't happen as often as the barrel, right? Or, yeah. The 5-iron pure, because that's probably my worst iron. I know you said that's probably your worst iron as well. So it is a really good feeling when you pure a 5-iron. But that being said, puring a 5-iron, it doesn't feel a whole lot different from puring a 4 or a 7-iron for me. Like it still feel like the feeling of it is still the same, but it's just like, oh yeah, I pured a 5-iron. Where puring a barrel just always feels fantastic.
So you're saying, so with that knowledge, you are saying that your best club puring that does not feel that good.
I'm not saying it doesn't feel good.
That was the way you had said it.
Okay, well that's not how I meant it. I meant it as it feels really good. It just doesn't feel nearly as good as hitting a barrel.
I have to disagree with you. I think you're absolutely nuts for this one, if I'm being honest. I really do. I think puring, taking out a nice divot is just so much better than a barrel. I mean, the feeling is honestly kind of the same. Physically,
it is a very similar feeling.
But I think just taking out that nice divot, watching it, half the time when you barrel something, you're not watching it. You don't get to watch where it goes. You're head down, you're running, right? You take a little peek, but you get to watch that golf shot the entire time.
Yeah, that's a good point. It's just thinking about. I can think of a lot more barrels that I've had in my life that I can remember because of how awesome it felt versus a golf shot.
Well, yeah, we've been playing baseball our entire life.
No, not just because of the amount of that I've had, but just I can think of 3 barrels that I loved more than 3 pure 5-irons that I loved, or any club for that matter.
Okay, I can get with it. I think it's close. I'm not saying it's off. I do think you're crazy for not taking the clubs, but we'll have to agree to disagree there. So I got 3 golf things left. We could go the pro route first, and then I could bang you, or I could bang you twice. Well, I have 2 bangings, kinda, or more of a question bang. But what do you want to hear first? Do you want to hear the banging, or do you want to hear just a pro?
Hey, do you? Just do you?
Do me? Okay. So then I'll save the best for last. So live players coming back, right? We have Kepka. I believe others will come back soon. Listen, they chose money over legacy, and I know you're always pro, like you got to get yours. I'm more pro stay
Well,
loyal.
well, I'm pro stay loyal, but I'm not gonna
Yeah, I'm not
bash you
saying you're not.
if you. I'm definitely gonna. I'm more so build a legacy than I am about getting the money, but I'm not gonna be mad at someone for getting their own.
I 100% am. I mean, you're making a bag on the tour anyway. It's like you chose to go to. I mean, no other sport there's a comparison. I mean, Liv's gonna run out of money eventually, and this league is not gonna exist. And these players they've already tainted their legacy.
Yeah, sure.
I don't think any of these players, Bryson DeChambeau, John Rahm included, none of them deserve a warm welcome back. Want to hear your take on that?
I mean, I don't know why they would get a warm welcome back. I mean, it's like your girlfriend left you and then said, "Okay, I want to come back now." It's like you're not
Because
just
I didn't
gonna,
like this other guy.
right. I mean, you're not just gonna be like, "Okay," at least you shouldn't just be like, "Okay, yeah, you're back." It's. I mean, I don't.
Oh boy! All
Yeah,
right.
that's a pretty fair comparison, I feel.
Yeah, it is. It's way too good. So we're just gonna go right ahead and hop into the next one. Oh boy! Oof, man, that felt personal. All right, that I don't know if that was meant as a shot, but
No, I mean,
there
there
was a
was no
shot.
shot. It's just,
There's no shot. Okay.
it's just pretty.
This is loose, man.
the only
That's
thing I
you
can
keep
think
seeing me
of.
fidgeting. It's not wrong. It's not wrong, and that's the part that hurts the most. It's not wrong. But we had no personal shots there. Okay, okay. But it's good. This could make this last one easier. But I have two more here before we get into our games. What's your issue with match play? You don't like match play like at all?
Well, it's just I would much rather play stroke play because I mean I don't hate match play. I like watching match play. Yeah, I don't mind watching it. I'll play match play. It's just not
I
my
think I think
voice.
I think stroke play is more 18 hole, but I like the match play for the 9 hole more.
I do like 9 hole match play a lot more than 18 hole match play.
So sorry to cut you off, but obviously we're gonna have like a lot of match plays on here, or a lot of matches on here. And
Mhm.
they're gonna be a majority of them are gonna be 9 holes. Not a lot. Not many of them are gonna be 18.
Well, if I mean I'm totally down to be doing more match play holes.
I
Um,
if we're recording.
if we're recording.
Okay.
But if we're not, if we're just playing golf, I don't want to just go play match play.
Right,
Yeah.
but like if we were playing 2v2s like we do,
I'm not opposed to doing 2v2 match plays.
if it were we have to give strokes.
Yeah, only if it's 9 holes, not
Yeah,
18.
yeah. 18 needs to be.
18
I think
needs to be
18 you can't do match play.
That's
I
too many holes for match
The
play.
only way I could think that works is if it's a 3-on-3 or 4-on-4, like a Bob Does Sports video. And I think they have to do it that way.
Because what I do like about match play is if we're golfing pretty good, right? We're neck and neck with whatever team we're playing, but we just have one blow up hole.
And
We
that's
have no
that's why I
chance of
like it.
winning, right? So like I do like that about match play, but for 18 holes, both teams are bound to have one bad hole at some point. So, and it's just it's a lot easier to play 6 holes in a 9 hole match than it would be to play 14 holes in a 18 hole match. I don't know. It's just kind of my brain, but
Yeah,
I don't know how to explain it. But
I think it works well with Bob Does Sports and the others that choose to do it with 18 holes. But I think I personally, I like that they do match play. But if I'm playing, I want to do stroke for 18.
yeah, yeah,
Last one before we get into our mini game. Gonna call you out a little bit. I've thought you're crazy a little bit. And you took it a little bit extreme to the next level last year. I would say in golf is this power slide or this power fade or power draw. What I want to hear your definitions of what you think those are.
Um, well, I will say most of the time when I'm saying power fade or slight or draw, that's just me trying to cope for having a
Okay.
bad shot and say like, it wasn't as bad. Keep my head or keep my head in the game. So it's more so just a mental thing than it is like
Yeah.
a actual.
Okay, so you feel like
Ah,
this. Okay, so no, I'm not trying to take shots here, but you are using this more as a mental
yeah,
state. I can rock with that, but what percentage of these do you believe are actually power fades and power draw?
probably only 25%.
Okay, I could get with
Maybe,
that.
maybe
And
at
and I'll
most of
hey
50%.
hand up, okay, but
At most
I
of
100% thought you believed fully that some of these are power fades and some of these are toe shanks, and it's not like you're just doing it for your shots. You'll do it for my shots, and I'm like, Reese, I just sliced that ball,
No,
and I
it's a mental
and
thing, and then it turns into a habit of just saying it.
yeah, and I'm not saying, because I'm not saying you're just saying it to like make it seem like you just barely missed or something, because you do it. You say it to my shots too. I'm like, I'll shank one. You'll be like,
Yeah,
this is more of a power fade, but
yeah,
okay,
it's more of a mental, and then almost like a little joke in my own head to make myself not
okay,
want to
okay.
smash my club in the ground.
And honestly, like we don't have this feeling too often, but like sometimes when I'm really dialed in, I hit like a bad shot, or no, I'll hit a good shot, but like not like 100-yard shot for me is like money, right? I feel like I could stick that within 10 to 15 feet every time, but if I go like a little bit longer, a little bit short, you know, uh, like I'm a little hard on myself, especially as I've gotten better. But Max Homa's thoughts on like he was playing with Quan just in a match against him. Quan hits one like a little toey, hits in the fairway, and Quan's like, "God, I suck, man." Homa comes up and says, "Why are you saying you suck?" And Homa's thoughts about it is, "I'm so good that I can hit it off the toe and still hit the fairway."
Yeah,
So
I like that.
I like the
Something that
mental thing
I've
there.
learned, and it I've had to really learn it being a pitcher, and it works really well with golf too. Just because golf and pitching are actually very similar in a way because of the mental game.
Yeah,
Because you're on an island, it's
you
all by
are,
yourself. You have no control of anything. The
and no
second
one
you
can
let
come up
go
and
of the
help you.
ball, or the second hit the ball at the club, it's you have nothing left to do. So just being positive, and
Yeah,
instead of saying I can't do something, saying I will do something. Or I instead of saying I have to do this, saying I will do this. Just more positive self talk really helps the mental a lot
yeah,
when on an island like that.
yeah. And I think that one's a great example. Baseball, like in golf, is no one's there to help you. Like defense, obviously, but throwing the pitch,
Right.
no, it's you.
You can have
It's you.
someone say something to you as much as you can, but I can't hand the ball off to someone to go score, get 15 yards for me. Like
Yep,
I can't toss my
absolutely,
third baseman the ball to go throw me a strike.
absolutely. And same in the box. No one can help you. I guess you could get hit, but or walk, but um, we have a new game this week.
Yeah, it's just a little mini game, just keep us a little bit short on time. It's just I got four different scenarios here for you, and you have 1 month to complete these four tasks. You have 6 days to do one of them, 12 days, 18 days, and 24 days. So if you want to write these down, or I can just say them again, you have 6, 12, 18, and 24 days to complete each of these tasks. The first one is days spent in jail.
Wait, 6 days?
6, 12, 18, and 24.
Okay. Anything else I should write down, or
Yep, days spent in jail. Concerts attended. Um, People named Leonardo found. And hot chips eaten.
so I
So you
I
have
have to.
six hot chips, or 12 days spent in jail, or like that.
So I'm gonna go with the 6 chips.
That's what I had you written down for.
Okay, I think that might be the go-to. I'm gonna. Well, the jail is gonna be 12 days, so I have to spend 12
Okay.
days in jail.
I did not have you that for that.
So it's Leonardo.
People named Leonardo found. Yeah, this can be anyway, in person, online, like not. You can't just like look up someone's Instagram and say, "Oh, this is a Leonardo." Like,
So mainly, I have to go up.
and then they have to send a message back, or you can call someone like, "Hey, is this Leonardo?" That type of.
And then what was the other one?
Concerts attended.
I have to go to 18 concerts in 18 days.
1 month. You have 1 month to do it.
Wait. I have 1 month to do 18 concerts or 24 concerts.
1 month to do either 6, 12, 18, or 24 concerts.
I'm gonna do 24 concerts because I want to.
Mm-hmm.
And then I believe I have 18 days. Listen, and I kind of I was thinking about this thoroughly. Leonardo's a popular name somewhere.
It's got to be.
I can
like
fly
Brazil or
there.
something?
I can fly there, and I can go to a bar, go out to eat something, and just go shake people's hands. Hey, what's your name?
Yeah.
And I guarantee I find a Leonardo.
I mean, you're bound to find some Leonardo somewhere. So just to recap, you went with 6 hot chips, 24 concerts, 18 Leos, and 12 days in jail. I had you flipped with the days in jail and the Leos. I did think you're gonna flip that there, but
Well, because I have to find one Leo, right? One Leo.
one. No, you have to find 12 different Leos or 18 different Leos.
Oh yeah, I mean I'll go where that name's the most popular, and I'll enjoy the 24 concerts in a month. So yeah, I'll stick with that. One final segment, and it's the keep 3 cut 5 of the week, which would be Reese's idea. Me answering. Reese got a B last week on his overall rating for the condiments.
Which I was honestly better than I was expecting to get.
Yeah, so for the people saying like the ranch, because the ranch is big, that should have at least knocked you to a C.
For sure. Which I mean, I agree with it 100%. If I was doing, like I said before, I would have cut the sweet and sour if I was doing it for other people. But you know, we're not doing it for the other people.
No,
we're doing it for our personal.
Stay true to
opinions,
yourself.
right?
Yep.
So,
Go ahead and
well, before we get into that, I do have a buy.
I'm sorry. We'll do the buy and sell.
I do have a buy and a sell. My buy is Fox Sports. I think they are hands down
Correct.
the best broadcast crew in all sports, not just football, not just baseball. They do everything better than anything else. College sports, pro sports, everything. I think the only thing they don't do is NHL, maybe NBA.
Fox.
But yeah,
Fox doesn't do either. No.
yeah. But they that makes up with the college football and college basketball.
Oh, the only thing I would say is college basketball is better on CBS than it is Fox.
That I mean, sure, but everything else.
But I think overall, I
baseball,
100% agree that Fox
their
is.
broadcast crews are great. Like their main, trying to think of the word, like the national broadcast crew on Fox,
Yeah.
hands down better than CBS's and ESPN's and NBC's. And
Just guy like, I'd say some of the crew is better on CBS. For college basketball, and that's it. But I do overall agree that Fox is better. Ian Eagles, great one. Andrew Catalan, Bill Rafferty, Clark Kellogg, some of those guys. Play-by-play announcers. I think college basketball. That's the only edge CBS has. That's it. So I'll agree with you. So your buy of the week was that. My buy of the week is Coach Prime this week. Buying Coach Prime. I don't usually love him. I think he's a little bit of an airhead. But right now I've seen it in his meetings with his players. Coach Prime is making his players have fines that are making NIL money. And
Like what?
he's finding them money for, like, you don't show up to a practice, don't show up to a
Oh,
team
I
meeting,
like that.
you're late,
Yeah, I like that.
ejection from game, stuff like that.
I
I
like that a
really
lot.
really love, because we got to crack down on some of these
Yeah, well,
collegiate
if
athletes.
you're gonna pay them like professional athletes, then you
They
gotta
need to be
treat them
treated like
professional
professional
athletes, right?
athletes.
No, I mean,
And
I think NIL is a cool thing, and I like what we were talking about a couple of weeks ago about the more incentive-based NILs. But if you're gonna fine them instead, I think that can take care of that problem
I
easily.
think both needs to happen still. I
Yeah,
still think
sure.
both.
Because at the end of the day, they still are a college student, right? So like they need to be held accountable for college things. And like in the NFL, if you're late to a practice, you're not playing that week. Like just
Yeah,
because you make
Keon Coleman didn't.
$2 million.
Keon Coleman didn't
Right.
show to a film. And I mean, I still think it was. I don't think what they did to him was wrong. I think what they're saying about him nowadays is wrong, and I hope, yeah, he will be gone. He will get traded. But yeah, I think there needs to be, they need to fix it, and I think that's Coach Prime is doing. He's doing a
Yeah,
good thing over there.
I like that.
I'll hop right into my cell before yours. Panda inconsistently, man.
I
Inconsistency.
agree. I agree.
I think it's so good. Panda's phenomenal.
When it's
My
good, it's really good.
See, if I'm really hungry, I'm going the bigger plate. Okay, if I go the bigger plate, I usually like the orange chicken, teriyaki, and then coconut shrimp with the fried rice. I like to have three different things. If not, I'll go two of orange chicken if I don't want the coconut shrimp that time. But the inconsistency, I can't say as much on the shrimp, but mainly the teriyaki and orange chicken. The orange chicken, man, those pieces where they're small and, like, yeah, that happens, but it's just breading.
Yeah.
To the moon, they could be to the moon. They're great, but they're not there. They're not
It's
there.
very up here or down here.
Yeah,
It's never in here. It's
yeah,
only up here or here.
I agree. I agree.
Um, my sell is ads on streaming services. I cannot stand paying X amount of dollars a month for Netflix, Paramount, or Hulu,
Is this stemming from
whatever
last
it is.
night's Paramount?
No, no, not as much from last night. It did kind of inspire it, but then I got thinking like Disney Plus and Hulu. Um, I I like to watch shows in the background, especially, or like I'm going to bed and I just want to. I don't want to invest in something long. I want to put a short show on, right? I don't want to have to watch. I bought the streaming service, so I didn't have to watch ads, and now we have ads. It's very obnoxious, and it's becoming you have to pay more to get rid of the ads, and it's getting obnoxious.
I 100% agree with you. I will say I thought Paramount kept it nice last night.
They
I
did, and
I
I
will
wasn't
say
too mad about it.
it was at the right times. It was just like you were watching. Like, it's not like it's in between, but and it's probably bad when you're watching a show. Disney's the worst.
Disney is
Disney's the
terrible,
worst. The
and
absolute worst.
that's also Hulu as well because Disney
Yes.
owns
Yeah.
Hulu, so it's the same thing.
But
But I
yeah,
can't stand those two. That's
it's
where
like
this
you
really
watch
comes.
5 minutes of a show, then you're watching 3 minutes of ads.
And then three. It's
It's
just
so
it takes a
bad.
25-minute show and makes it into a 40-minute show.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. I think Disney needs to get it together.
Now, going back to the fight yesterday, I was not mad about ads at all, especially because
No,
having to pay
because
$0 for a pay-per-view, I'll take ads all day if I'm
yeah,
not
and the ads were just in between. You didn't miss anything.
right. You missed talking in the corner for a little bit, but you got to see the talking in the corner for the main event. So
Yeah, honestly, I don't really care.
I don't care either, but I know like purists will care.
Sometimes it's cool. I
Mhm.
mean, but yeah, I'm if I'm gonna tune in if it's showing me the
Mhm.
corner, but like, in reality, it's
Right.
it's a timeout. It's a media
Yeah.
timeout, right? All right, we're gonna go ahead and get into the Keep 3 Cut 5 this week, and go ahead and tell them what this week's edition is.
This week's edition of Keep Through Cut 5 is movies that are based off of true stories. So these are only things that have happened in real life that they made a movie about. And the first one we're going to go with here is Remember the Titans.
That is a top 2 football or top 2 sport movie. Probably at the 1 actually. I'm absolutely keeping it.
It's in my top 3 for sure.
Absolutely keeping it.
And then the next one we're going to go to is The Wolf of Wall Street.
Wow. Man, this list is great. It's a great movie, but you could have so much more on here, and I just have to cut everything. I have to cut it. I really do. It's a great movie, but I don't.
Fantastic movie.
I think there's better. There's definitely better.
It's a phenomenal movie.
There's a lot of 10 movies out there, and it's a 9-9.
Yeah, I agree.
Or there's not a lot of 10, but it's a 9-9.
I'd give Remember the Titans a 10.
Yeah, Remember the Titans a 10. Yeah.
The next one we're going to go with is another one similar to Remember the Titans. We're going to Moneyball.
Yeah, it's a keep. It may be a little biased towards baseball, but I just think that's just. I like the way the whole thing goes down.
The story is just awesome. Knowing how they took nobodies and got a Cy Young winner, an MVP winner, and broke the record for consecutive wins in the MLB. The way they did it, it's an awesome story. Brad Pitt did an amazing job.
Yeah.
Jonah Hill did
an amazing job. Brad Pitt's always good.
The acting makes
Jonah
it
Hill's
go up here.
Yeah,
too.
The emotion, you can feel it.
Which you didn't even realize. That's back-to-back movies that Jonah Hill is in. Didn't even realize that. The next one we're going to is very different style of a movie, 8 Mile.
It's not a phenomenal film by any means.
Really?
I'm cutting it. It's a good movie, but it's nowhere above a 7-2.
Okay. Well, I think I know where you're going to go with this one. But the next one is Dolphin Tale. Have you never seen Dolphin Tale?
Yeah, just send it out. That's good.
Really?
We're good,
You've never
Russ.
seen Dolphin Tale?
I'm not going to make any. I don't think that's going to be a keep anyway. I'll watch it.
I don't. It's not going to be a keep with all the movies that I have on here. But I'm really surprised that you've never watched it.
Yeah, I've never seen that movie.
You've never heard about the dolphin that didn't have Winter the dolphin that didn't have a tail.
Brother, I got no.
Really?
I couldn't even picture like the logo of the movie or the whatever. I had no clue.
That's actually really surprising.
Not a clue.
I'm actually really surprised about that one. I'm not going to necessarily say you have to go watch it, but
I kind of want to watch it.
You should at least
toss it on in the background.
Yeah, toss it on in the background when you're playing video games, or even even if it's just a read about what the story is.
I really need to get back into watching, and I'm terrible at watching shows. I love YouTube, especially YouTube golf. Mm-hmm. But I'm not sure if you watched Landman at all. I watched season 1; it was phenomenal. And some reason
I started the first episode and then got really busy and wasn't able to get back into it.
Yeah, you should watch season 1 because season 2's out. But there was like a 2-3 week gap where I was waiting for season 2 and I never got back onto it because I was off for so long. So I'm gonna blame them, not me.
Okay. So after Dolphin Tale, we have 1 keep and 2 cuts left. The next one is The Blind Side.
Oh, it's a good movie, but I know for sure one person I'm not getting a vote for if I don't keep this movie. I can't. The odds is telling me to cut this.
Odds do favor cut there always when you have
when you have two cuts and a keep. The odds are that number 6 spot is getting cut.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like the number 6 spot gets cut. Probably the most cut spot.
If someone wants to get hired to do that, keep track of that, I will hire someone.
I will pay whatever amount of money
to
get stats on keep 3 cut 5
and drafts and any kind of stats from any
kind of stats.
If someone wants to be our
we'll get a
stats
guy.
Yeah,
I mean, yeah.
If someone wants to be in charge of that and watches every week,
I am a stat miner. I could go back and get those.
How many jobs are we gonna have?
That's a good question.
We got to hire some crew here.
That's a good question.
I know we got the production.
We do have the production,
and he's been great. I mean, we had an early firing, but
we did.
Business is business.
Yeah, I mean, He, by the way, for those that are wondering, he is doing well at his new job.
Yeah, good for him. It's just it's not as good
it's a
as
good bounce
the
back.
sideline.
He's not in as big of a program as Sideline, not as cool of a program. We're a much better place to work for.
Well, let's not call out the guy and diss him. I mean, we're just.
No, I'm not dissing him. I'm just saying that
You're
we're a better.
dissing him a little bit.
No, I promise you, I'm not dissing him.
You're
I'm just saying
throwing shots, and you're not.
I'm throwing shots at his place of work.
Yeah, but what if he's passionate about it and he likes it? Yes, it's a rival.
Good for him. Hey, I told you, I'm happy for him. He's doing a good job over there.
Man, I feel like we're taking shots.
Sideline shenanigans is on top.
Sideline shenanigans to the moon for sure.
That's all I'm saying.
All right, final two.
All right, the final two here. The next one we have is the founder, the creation of McDonald's. Really? Do you not like it, or have you not seen it?
I've actually seen some of it.
Okay.
I've not seen all of it, but yeah, okay. It's a cut. I just don't think
it is a good movie.
I don't think it's a bad movie. It's a good movie. It's a bad movie.
I think you're going to be very happy with this list. The last one here is undoubtedly a top 3 movie of all time for me. It's my number 1 based off of true story movie, and that is Miracle.
Oh yeah, if this doesn't get an A, there's something wrong with our fans. Not to call them out, I was thanking him earlier, but there's something wrong with you for this is not an A.
Yeah,
because that maybe a B plus at the lowest, a B plus at the lowest, guys.
If I were grading that, I'd be giving that an A plus plus. The only one that could even make a case would be Blindside over Moneyball.
I think Blindside, yeah,
that's the only one that could possibly top those 3.
Well, as we get into maybe your favorite part, but not mine, you want to go ahead and tell them who today's sponsor is, and I'll be right back.
We would like
them while I'm gone.
I will. We want to give a huge thanks to W Energy for sponsoring this episode. If you're grinding ranked, pulling an all-nighter, editing, doing homework, and you want to get locked in, W is a great way to go. W Energy isn't just your average pre-workout. It's a powdered mix you throw in water, and it delivers 150 milligrams of smooth caffeine. It's about 2 cups of coffee, but it doesn't give you the jittery crash or that gross sugar spike. It's got 0 sugar, 0 artificial colors or dyes, no fillers, just clean energy. If you want to go get some W, head over at w.gg and grab a tub and use code SIDE313 for 10% off of your next order. Again, we want to give a huge thanks to W for sponsoring this episode, and we would like you guys to go support them over there at w.gg. And as we wait for Danny, we're just going to talk about this. I'm super, super excited to see this chip. I was really scared playing that Wii Sports matchup. It was very, very scary. Heading into Game 6, tied, or being up 3-2. Game 5 was a huge game for me, and that was the real difference maker on why Danny's eating this chip in a few minutes here. I do want to announce as well that on the next podcast, we will have another guest. We will announce who it is, either on social media this week, or we'll just announce him at the beginning of the next episode. Good friend of mine, teammate of mine. We look forward to talking to him. We're going to have some similar stuff that we've done with the last 2 guests now. We're going to do another Smart or Not challenge. We are going to give him a Keep 3 Cut 5. We're going to give him a draft to do with us. Pretty similar to how we've been doing it for the last couple of episodes now. So yeah, this is gonna be a fun time. And Danny's really taking a sweet time and getting over here. There, perfect timing.
How quick was I? Did you just finish?
Well, I just finished saying you were taking your sweet time to get over here, and then you showed up right on cue. So props to you for getting here right at the perfect time.
I had to break it to you. I should probably grab a bag. I'm gonna grab a bag.
All right. Well, I was just telling him that we have a new guest coming on the next episode, and we'll announce who it is either later on social media or on the pod at the beginning of the next pod.
Beautiful. You want to go ahead and explain to him what the draft is this week, and I'll be right back.
Yeah. So this week we are drafting NFL head coaches that we would like to go have dinner with. So this is just the current landscape of head coaches. Just someone we would like to go eat some dinner with at a local restaurant. Can't believe he's never seen Dolphin Tale. How has he not seen Dolphin Tale? I'm not saying it's a top movie or anything, but how in the world have you not seen Dolphin Tale?
All right. So you go ahead and explain to them. You explained them what the draft is this week.
I did tell them what the draft was.
You tell them you won last week.
I don't remember if I said that or not. I did win last week, so I'm up 5-3, and
Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to open this with that glove on.
oh, is it burning the nostrils a little bit there?
Not as bad as I thought it was, but initially I did smell it pretty good strong scent as soon as I opened the box. I have 2 yogurts here. I'm not going with the peanut butter play. I just don't see a world where that is going to help. It might
Okay.
be true. How do I sound? The mic's a little far away from me.
It sounds good. You sound fine.
Got the milk here. Guys, I'm nervous.
I am excited.
As all hell, man.
Oh, I'm excited. And I know this is going to bite me in the butt at some point. I'm going to lose a challenge eventually and have to do a chip at some point in the future.
This is what I was saying is, like, we were being called out for not being, like, classy winners originally, and we were told that we were just going to put it in each other's face. I still believe that. I don't know if you believe. I mean, you'd be the person to ask. Are you still just happy that you don't have to eat this chip, or is it you?
I'm just happy. But a little bit of both. More so the chip than the win. But I mean, a win always feels good. I hate losing, but I am way more excited to not have to eat this chip than I was to win.
Bro, I'm so scared.
And I know I just know I'm going to eat this chip at some point in my life. So, that's thick.
Oh, there is more layer to that than I like.
Oh boy.
I can see the dust. Okay, the dust. There's a lot on it. It's pretty dry though. It's not coming off as I kind of rub. I don't know what so we're just gonna get right into the draft, right?
Like after. I mean, you're gonna have to be taking care of yourself as we're drafting here.
So I have my guys. Yeah, I'm gonna be drinking and eating, or drinking and eating my. Oh, man, this is tough. Okay, it's like when there's a cold pool and you don't want to jump in right away.
Mm-hmm. All right. Let's see that that chip so we can get the thumbnail here. That's scary. That's scary right there.
Man.
Mm.
All right. So it's your pick.
It is my pick.
I know I'm stalling a little bit, but eventually this chip's got to go down. So you want to count it down?
We can give it a countdown.
3. So hold on. We wanted to talk about the play.
Timeout. That's a timeout. Timeout.
Time. Yep. All right. So the play is I want to just chew it and swallow it quick.
I think so. I think you want to keep it on the tongue as little as possible.
Okay.
That's just. I mean, I don't know how to work these things, but that's my guess.
I'm worried about the initial putting it in the mouth and it just being spit out. It has to go down. Got my bag. Got a plastic Meyer bag here.
Is that just in case you have to throw up from it?
It's for a lot of things right now. It's versatile.
Yeah.
Go ahead and give that countdown. I'm ready.
All right.
You got to get it together. I need you to pull together.
All right.
Man.
3, 2, 1, eat. Oh
Aha.
boy. All
Your pick.
right. With that being said, the first overall pick of the NFL coaches that we would like to have dinner with draft, I am gonna go with the man Dan Campbell. Boy. Oh, he has had to mute. Oh, I think it hit him hard. Oh, it hit him hard. No. Oh, this hit him real hard. Um, yeah, so I'm gonna take Dan Campbell for my first pick. I would like to get some dinner with Dan Campbell.
Vrabel.
That's a good pick. That was my next pick right there. That was who I would like to go have dinner with. Man. So now trying to stall as much as possible so I can see that him with that chip. Man, now that he took Vrabel, who am I gonna go with? I'm gonna go with Sean McVay.
Sean Payton.
I feel like we need to get this camera back on. I feel like this camera needs to be on. Oof, after Sean Payton, who do I want to go with? I think I'm going to go to Mike McDonald. He's alive. He's alive. He's on fire, I can tell. Ooh, that face is really red. You all right? It's your pick. Oh, man.
It hurts to talk, but I'm gonna go with Jesse Minter.
Great coach. Great coach. I'm excited to see what he can do over there in Baltimore. That's a fantastic pick. I think it's a great signing for Baltimore, by the way, too. I don't know if we mentioned it before. I think that he's really great defensive minded coach. You know, he took down both Saban's legacy and Mahomes' legacy in a span of a year, so that or 2 years. So that was awesome. So after that, I think I'm gonna go to. Oof, this is tough. I think I'm gonna go to. I'm gonna go to Kevin O'Connell. I really like Kevin O'Connell.
Johnson.
That was gonna be my fifth pick. He's dying over here, folks. He's dying. I mean, he's almost down that entire gallon of milk. He's pacing. He's just trying to stay under his fan. I can't even comprehend what how hot this chip is right now. Oh man, I'm feeling bad. My last coach here. Who do I want to go with for my last coach? I'm between two right now. 3 even. I think I'm gonna go with Jim Harbaugh. Mostly because he coached at Michigan and won a national championship with Michigan. Want to get to know him. But I know he's an odd guy, so that'd be an interesting dinner to have. So you got your last pick here. I've never seen him drink more milk than he is right now in his entire. This might be more milk he's drinking his entire life combined. This is really scaring me for whenever I have to do this chip. Because it's coming eventually. It's coming one day. One day this chip will have to go down.
I don't know if I want to put this chip up for the challenge anyway.
It's that bad.
Oh, frick. Give me Aaron Glenn.
That's a good pick right there.
I don't know who you picked.
I picked Jim Harbaugh. Well, my honorable mention, the one I was debating between with Jim Harbaugh is D'Amico Ryans.
Respectfully, screw my honorable mention.
Well, I'm gonna pick another honorable mention in place of that. I was gonna go with Kyle Shanahan. You doing okay? Are you dying over here?
Guys, I'll talk to you next week. You guys have a good one.
Well, thank you guys for watching. That's gonna be all from Danny. We'll tune. We're gonna make sure that he's okay. And tune in next week, episode 15.